All right, so there's a few things that I have to say, okay? I understand that my video wasn't too clear on certain things, and I'm gonna clear that up right now because last thing I want is anybody to have the wrong information. Yes, Pilot bought Bridger. Somebody probably had like 5 emails already, and I literally put that email or that video up like 6 hours ago. Yes, Pilot bought Bridger. See, they got us a hat, they gave us a little handbook thing, they gave us a coffee cup. Pilot did buy Bridger. That is absolutely the truth. Bridger is no longer going to be Bridger. Pilot's going to be Bridger. The trucks are going to say Bridger. The trailer's going to say Bridger. I guess the contracts are going to say, not Bridger. Everything's going to say Pilot. The trucks, the trailers, everything's going to say Pilot. I said that Pilot currently does not have any lease operators or owner operators. That is true. But some of you took that as Pilot's not going to have any lease operators or owner operators. As far as we know, what we were told today or yesterday, and I'll keep you updated as much as I can. As far as we know, absolutely nothing is going to change except for the business structure between Pilot and Bridger and more oil. The benefit of having Pilot is they have more customers. They're a huge company. I think they have about the same amount of trucks as Bridger, but we have limited customers, and they have a wide amount of customers. You know, they have a bunch of different customers. So that's the benefit of having Pilot. My worry, you know, as a driver, as an owner-operator with Pilot, my worry is that since Pilot does not have any current owner-operators, and it's not in their business model as of now to have any current owner-operators, that they may say, you know, we make more money on a company driver type business, you know, on a company driver business, on a company driver, whatever structure. We make more money when we have company drivers instead of owner operators, because now they're going to have to pay us higher than the company drivers, but we're also paying the truck notes and stuff. So I think it probably would come out in the wash. But for a big company like Pilot, maybe that little bit of wash matters. So my concern is that's what they're going to say, is we make more money with company drivers. So why do we need these owner operators? My hope is that does not happen. My hope is that Pilot stays to their word. The guy today told us, the new director or new whatever he is, told us today that they're not going to get rid of us. They're not going to phase us out or anything like that, and they're going to work as hard as they can to keep us. So keep us as owner operators. So with that being said, I don't know. I feel like I want to trust them. I do. Sorry, I'm backing in somewhere. I feel like I want to trust them, but I'm not a very trusting person, you know? Some of you know me personally. Some of you don't know me personally. Some of you just know me. Oh my God. My head moved a whole bunch that time. Some of you just know me from this YouTube channel. I want to tell you that everything I say, whether it be good or bad, is the truth and transparent. Sometimes I make bad decisions, and I'll tell you when I make a bad decision that I made a bad decision. I make good decisions, and I tell you that I make a good decision. I am still moving forward with hiring drivers. I've got one that'll be here this week, that he just got approved, and he'll be here this week. And we'll just keep moving forward as we are with my business plan. If something happens in the meantime with Bridger, my business plan still works because there's other options. You know, there's other places to go. There's other trucks to get. We can go to a dealership. We can get a truck. I mean, it's no big deal. The good thing about Bridger is the business that they already had, the convenience of getting the truck. So, I mean, that was basically the reason I came to Bridger. So to recap, I think everything's going to stay the same, except the door is obviously going to change. They said today, basically our chain of command, our AOMs and stuff, that's all going to stay the same. Dispatch operations are going to stay the same as what he told us. Recruiting, he said, is going to stay the same. So I think everything's going to stay the same for now. But nobody can predict the future. You know, I told the other guys, there's a couple guys that were pretty down about it, and I told them that all we need to do is, because he said the next 120 days there's going to be a lot of changes happening. So I said that for the next 120 days that we just need to bust our butt as much as we can, because there's two things that can happen. If we bust our butt as much as we can either look really good and they decide that they want to keep us all as owner-operators. And that's our goal. That's what we should all do. Or the second thing, and the not so good option, but it's still an okay option, is that if we bust our butt as hard as we can for the 120 days, now we have all that money. You know, we made all that extra money that we wouldn't have made because we ran that much harder. So now if something happens, we have a fall back. And some people may think I'm joking, but this is a serious deal, you know. This is I said this guy to the guy, I think his name was Michael. He's from the Tulsa area. He's the guy that's over this area for Pilot now. I told him there, I said that, you know, if we wanted to do the company driver thing, we would have gone to somebody like Pilot or Plains or CPT or UPT or CP Energy or whatever. If I wanted to be a company driver, that's what I would have done, but I didn't want to be a company driver, and that's why I chose to come to Bridger. And I asked him, I said, would you personally, if somebody from corporate came to you from Pilot and said, hey, I want to get rid of the driver or the owner operators, I said, what would you personally do? And he said he personally would go to bat for us. So that gives me a little bit of ease. I don't know the guy very much. Send me some questions, because he said that we can send him questions and he'll answer questions, or if he can't answer them, he'll take it to corporate and get answers. So if you have any like specific questions, send me questions and I'll send it straight to him. I mean, we'll get it right from his mouth. Some of you emailed me and you were discouraged about coming to Bridger. That's not what I meant by any of that, and I apologize. And if that's the kind of feedback I'll continue to get from that video, I'm just going to take it down. But don't be discouraged to come to Bridger because of that. That means nothing. You know, worst comes to worst, you come to Bridger and they're not going to make any changes for 120 days. So you come to Bridger and you work your tail off for 120 days, and if they do make changes, now you've got money. You know, now you can go put $5,000 down on a truck. And if you don't know where you can get a truck for $5,000 down, let me know. I got a guy. But now you can go do that. That's what you can do. So don't get discouraged. If you have any questions, email me, macp@usa.com. As most of you know, I'll always reply back to my emails. There's a couple that I haven't replied back from the past few days, and I'm sorry. I've just been so busy working and then trying to get a driver set up. If you want to come to Bridger, call Krista. Just call Bridger's recruiting number, whatever their number is. I'll do a video about that. But call Krista is who I say call, because she's my recruiter. She's the one that recruited my drivers. She's pretty good. You know, she knows her stuff. I feel like she doesn't give you an answer if she doesn't know that it's the right answer. So call her, figure it out, and come to Bridger, man. I want to see all of you here. I want everybody to be here. I want to hang out with everybody. I want us all to work together, because the better we work together, the better chances we have of them keeping this owner-operator program. Because if we just slack off now and we get like, put our heads down and slack off and do shoddy work, then they're gonna bring their company trucks in, because they have them. You know, they're gonna bring their company trucks in and they're gonna replace us. So we have to like do much better than what we've ever done. They're the third largest tanker fleet in the nation. They've got 1,036 trucks, 1,950 drivers. So 265 crew trucks. So, but we can't, oh man, I dropped that card. We can't slack around. We really have to prove ourselves, because now, unlike with Bridger, there's other options. If we mess up, they can bring a company truck in. So I know there's other owner operators that watch this. Reach out to me. We can talk about anything. If you don't agree with me, reach out with me. Let's talk about it. But I think if you know this and you do this, you need to pass this information on to other owner operators. Instead of getting mad and finding something else, instead of getting mad and quitting, instead of getting mad and just moping around and complaining, let's just work through it. Let's move on, and let's get it done. You know, let's keep going positive. Let's move forward, and we will succeed together. I'm out of here. I got to go. I'm going to bed. I just got off. I work nights, and it's 11 o'clock. So I'm out of here. You guys are awesome. Email me if you need anything. Don't email me asking me for money. You ain't going to get it. Adios, man. Have a good one.